Good afternoon. It is October 19th, 2022, and I just had an awesome situation happen with a lady at the BMO bank. So Chris is getting a new car, and we're just getting a small little loan from my BMO bank. And this lady, her father is Arabic, and I forget what her mother is. Her mom's not Arabic. Anyways, she's some type of a Christian lady, her mom. But she said it was always divided in her home. And her dad was the ruler. So, anyways, this is just it just blows my mind how God works. I just have to share this. So anyways, we've been going back and forth. I've been having to provide all this documentation, blah, 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 blah. I've gone to the bank probably 5 times now. And the last week when I went, this lady, Serene, told me that everything should be okayed and whatever. And she said that she would call me back that afternoon. And I was there in the morning. She was supposed to call me back in the afternoon. I was working and I seen a missed call on my phone. So I tried to call her back, and on her voicemail it said that she was going to be out of the office for the remainder of the day, that she wasn't feeling well, and she wouldn't be back for like 5 days. So anyways, I kept trying to call her back, and I ended up just leaving a message. And at the end of the message I said, "God bless you, have a blessed day." She said that when she was at home and she was retrieving her messages that afternoon, she said she was having such a terrible day. She was feeling so bad. And she said that when she listened to my message, and she said, "When I heard you say, 'God bless you and have a blessed day,' she said, all of a sudden, it's like something was lifted off of me, and I felt so good all of a sudden. It was like this peace came on me." And she just carried on and on and on. And she said, "When I heard that, I can't tell you, it was like something penetrated right inside my heart." And she was just so excited about that little statement. Anyways, I just went in there. I'm just coming out of the bank right now. This is a few days later. And she needed some more documents. I went, I brought the documents, and I've been in there since, what time is it now? It's almost 2. I've been in there about an hour and a half. This lady just said to me this was like a therapy session. "I owe you money. You have helped me." So we're in her closed office, and she's crying. She's telling me everything, like confessing everything. And she said she turned her back on God, and she was going through an awful separation from her husband. He was abusive. And this and that and whatever, some private stuff going on. And she was just confessing everything to me, and she's bawling in there. I'm giving her Tic Tacs and Kleenex. And I was just telling her about the faithfulness of God. And she's like, "Oh, I hope that one day God can forgive me, because I turned my back on him, and I accused him, I blamed him. And, I was in a very deep, dark depression for 7 months, and blah, blah, blah." And she said, I came out of it, and I just encouraged her. And I told her the promises of the Bible. And I said, "Listen, you don't need to go to a priest or nothing to ask God to forgive you. And if you already confess to God, he says he forgets your sins as far as the east is from the west. It's done. Past tense. If you've already confessed, that's finished. You shouldn't even talk about it. Don't bring it up. Don't bring up dead, dry bones. Don't bring it up. It's done." So, anyways, it was such a beautiful beautiful time. And then at the end, you know what's funny? I don't ask people to pray. And you shouldn't ask people to pray. Like, we need to have courageous, bold faith. And so when I was done everything, I said, okay, here, give me your hand. I do that. I did that to the man in the grocery store too, the supervisor in the grocery store. I grabbed his hand, and it was during COVID. And he's like, oh, that's the first physical contact I've had in a year and a half. Listen, don't ask, just do. So I just grabbed her hand and I started praying over her and asking God to continue to bless her. I called her a warrior woman. I told her she's victorious, and I just spoke life into her. And she's bawling. And she's like, thank you to me. And I'm like, well, no, thank you to you. Anyways, it was just such a beautiful time of fellowship. And the reason I'm saying this to you is it can be anywhere. You don't need to do it in a church building. Our church is our community. It's where we're at. The people at the gas station, your next door neighbor, the man in the street, the guy at the grocery store. It's where you are. That's your church community. You don't have to be in a church building. And be bold and courageous. And that's how God just continues to develop in you. And that relationship with him is just so much more intimate and so beautiful, because you're glorifying God. You are glorifying God. He loves when you do that. So just keep pressing on and keep being bold. Okay? Love you.